Welcome everyone to my new video series about Savius, which is another instant funding prop firm that is running some great offers. I would like to share with you a video series about this company, which just started to offer instant funding. They did challenges back then, and it was very well targeted around the Europe sector of business, but now they're pretty much going most likely mainstream, attacking the instant funding prop firms and having a great time around the topic. It is a company which has been online. If we look into their LinkedIn profile, it is a company with their headquarters in multiple places. It's based right now in Switzerland, but they do have their main headquarters in Chicago, Illinois, with the founded period of 2013, right? So they have been founded quite some years ago. This is exactly 11 years, guys. At the time I'm filming this video, we're in 2024. Now, when you have a such company out here, your reviews are quite fine. There is just, 77 reviews indeed, with a 4.6 score, 4% one-star rate. 3 out of 77 reviews have been categorized like that. It is a verified company. They were not going mainstream. They were pretty much around Italy sector. If you look into their About Us page, you will be able to see that, the majority of the guys around their team as a core are from Italy. Even if you look into their LinkedIn profile, you will see that there are, 28 members associated with the company on LinkedIn, and most of them are coming from that side. It was more likely a regional business that wasn't going mainstream. But now they decided to have the instant funding plans and go mainstream about it. So we're going to talk about it and share with you the entire perspective, present you basically the details. The first thing you have to do is make sure you sign up with an account, because that's how you can see things quite clearly and to be explained. How do you sign up? Well, use the link in the description area or in the comments area. If you use that link, you benefit an extra 5% discount than the discount offered by the platform, which is the default. By being part of my team and signing up through my links, or simply using my affiliate code that you can even write by yourself right there, Scramble, you are having an extra on top of what does the platform offers you, right? So feel free to go just like that. What's happening basically in the instant funded? Simply, on the main page, you definitely always want to be on the English side. If you see things written in Italy, just go by the English side. And then you have the Savius instant funding representation. You want to learn more about it right there. Let's put it that way. Promo valid until November 15th. Purchase 5 accounts and get 1 account free, usable for an immediate restart. Right? Now, let's get into the stuff. There's quite a lot of stuff going around, and I would have to start from, this steps, let's put it that way. There's 5 different plans. There is, drawdowns that are, fixed. It's 5%, the maximum drawdown on all the accounts. The profit target is 7% on all the accounts, and the consistency is 20% on all the accounts, right? To request a payout, you need at least 10 trading sessions. But your second payout can be even after 5 trading sessions. So that means this is a revolutionary thing out there, guys. You will be able to see the value behind 5 days of trading that are requested as minimum in your second trading cycle. And I guess that's pretty much amazing. Obviously, no overnight or weekend trading, which is quite normal. And we are looking into their plans. There is no challenge. You can have up to 5 accounts, no more than 5 active accounts. You can copy trade between the accounts. You can request your payout at any time, so you don't have to wait for any payout windows. No, they do pay through Rise, which is great as well. Very simple and clear rules, nothing complicated. Have a look at that. Let's take a look. Where are their plans? Here we go, guys. This is what I wanted to talk about, and then I can also share with you their PDF, which is something we can find out by yourself and have a look at that. But we're going to talk about this thing as well very soon. Now, this is basically the 5 possibilities, 5 different plans starting from $25K up to $300,000 per plan. Each have their own name, and the platform is offering basically, discounts based on how many accounts do you buy. The price list is for one single account. If you purchase between 2 to 4, you get 15% discount. If you purchase 5 accounts, which is the maximum, you get the maximum discount, which is 20%, and that's valid for each plan. If you are part of my team, on top of this discount, just like I said, you get 5% discount, an extra, right? So just sign up under the affiliate of Scramble to get that. Now, considering the current context, it's 5% basically max drawdown with a 7% target. 7% target is slightly bigger than what you usually are used, for example, at Fast Track Trading or Tradeify. That's correct. The drawdown is the same thing, 5%, and you don't have a daily soft breach, maximum daily drawdown like you have at Tradeify, for example, which stops you out at some point and the trading is closed for that day. Simply in this case scenario, there is no such a thing like that. Each plan is working based on its numbers of 5% with a 7 on the target. Overnight trading does not exist. Consistency is 20%. A lot of you have been complaining about a 20% option, and I'm telling you, it is not possible to work out as a prop firm company to be profitable with this type of services and offers without having 20% or less consistency. On a higher consistency, there's already so many traders that qualify for payouts that it is no longer worth to do the business. So 20% consistency is basically a perfect situation that is also allowing a category of traders to be profitable and at the same time allowing basically the price and the company to survive and exist with the profits they're able to generate. If they would make significant and consistent and valuable profits with 30-40% consistency, they would go by that. But it's not possible pretty much for a company to allow that with an instant funding for sure, which is why all of them are with 20% consistency. Another thing, flipping is allowed. So flipping is allowed, guys. This is something you need to know in your trading activity under certain conditions, and I'd like to talk to you about it, but I'm going to have specific videos as well where I'm going to explain you Savius, how does flipping work, Savius, how does payout works, and all these things in a very detailed explanation. You need minimum 10 trading days in your first payout cycle respecting the 20% consistency, and that's it. There is no minimum amount of money in your first payout cycle per day. Right? Simple. You have a lot of the contracts available to trade actually much more than you need, and that's totally fine. Here's the great deal, the big deal, that you definitely see that the prices are bigger than what we have seen usually in the industry, but also the payouts are bigger. But that's something that it compensates, right? So for example, depends on the price section, because 800 is just if you buy a single. If you buy more on the adrenaline, let me share with you, the price is changing because it's 100K. The price is going to be, if you buy between 2 to 4, each account is 680 instead of 800. If you buy 5 each is 640. And on top of that, you can get the 5% discount by being in my team with a coupon code sign up, right? So this is basically, as an example, you pay 640 and it's actually going to be even less considering the coupon code of 5%, probably around, 600, 10, 15, around that, which will allow you basically to qualify for a payout of 3,500. This is the max payout per cycle. And then in your second cycle, you can qualify for the payout of 3,500 after 5 trading days. Keep that in mind. But in your second cycle, you must have a minimum profit per day, which do not exist in your first cycle. So minimum profit per day only exists in your second and any other future cycles in first do not exist. And that is represented right here. Minimum day profit after first payout. It's $230, for example, on the 100K. $230 for 5 days. It's going to be what? That's 1,150. You make $230 and you have a drawdown of $5,000. Think about it. Drawdown of $5,000, a necessity to make $230 for 5 days. You qualify straight away for another round of cash out. And there is money basically for you to cash out another round for sure, because the profit target is $7,000 for your first cycle, which you can extend to 12, 13, 14, 15 days. It's still great at the end of the time. If you pay basically 620 or 610 and you cash out 7,000, that's more than 10x. What do I mean is by Savius already, if you qualify for the first payout, which is of course indeed a little bit harder, it's 7% instead of 5%, then the second payout comes in a lot easier, considering you only need to trade for 5 days and the trading amount you have to perform during those 5 days is quite small considering the drawdown you have and the payout you're going to get for sure. Right? So there are advantages and disadvantages with companies, indeed, for sure. But the idea is that we have to be diversified. We saw what happened with FTT. If you get into that case scenario where you have to wait 50, 60 days for a payout, or 40 days for a payout or so, and you're not able to trade, you're not able to perform, you keep getting delayed, your whole mind that is very well balanced and organized suddenly blows out because of this problems from a company. That's why diversification comes in place. Tradeify is also an option. Savius comes in an option in the markets. This is definitely a premium product out there which has live data feed. People get registered on DX feed realistically, so they get the free 1 month data feed. Realistically, they get sign up. This is no bullshit demo, right? This is no fake things. They get sign up. This is what they're doing, because this is a company that has been performing in the market in an honest way with credibility and power for the last 11 years. It has not been going mainstream. It has been working with local trading in Italy, but now it's time to take this to the new level. If you wonder about the prices, indeed slightly higher, but this is what gives basically the company edge to be stable, to have the capability to run the payouts, to go, for example, for the 48-hour payout. I mean, that's something amazing. That's an add-on you can purchase yourself, 48 hours payout. Very, very interesting with that one. Another thing is, a variety of offers and plans, and you can pretty much see here how much is per account if you buy basically between 4 or 5 accounts, right? You can see that on this specific page, and you can visualize that by yourself, but you can also calculate an extra 5% if you're part of my team, just like I told you. Do not forget about max payout per cycle, which are bigger than other companies. For example, the 150K is $4,000. Of course, the price section, if you buy 5, it's $800 on each, indeed, and you have to make 7% profit target, which is a little bit bigger, but this is what it gives stability to the company to be able basically to perform everything on time and offer you a professional service. Even this way, and if you add that 5% basically, which should be another $40 out there, or 40 euros, that's around 760 per account. If you multiply that, 760 times 5, that's 3,800 euros, which comes around $4,100, and that gives you 5 accounts with a possibility of cashing out 4,000 on each. That's 20,000, right? So with a purchase of 4,000, you open the doors for a cash out of 20,000, and then in another day, plus 3 more, because you need 5 in your second cycle, you get the chance basically to go buy another 20,000. So that's what I said. If you get the first payout, it's extremely likely you're going to get to the second payout too. Extremely likely. Which will give you about 20 grand for $4,000. It's a good math out there. Of course, people can start with the smallest one. especially that you have to gain your confidence, you have to trust, you have to see how does it work, how does the servers are functioning and everything. You test it around. Simply, Quantower is available. You can trade with Quantower. They're having a great time with that. It's beautiful. And we're looking for seeing how does it work on every corner, such as the max payout per cycle here for 25K is just 1,000. And the price is 224, but if you add your, another 10, 15 euros, the discount of 5% extra, that comes in, it's quite simple. You pay here about 1,000 for all the 5, and pretty much you get to, be able to cash out 1,000 even if you reach with a single account right there, with a possibility of making an extra 4,000 if you make with all of them, right? So that you can scale up and have another great round. The biggest purchase with the biggest payout, I mean, they have a $5,400 per month per cycle payout, and the pricing here starts of 1,400 euros for one, or 1,124 5 if you buy basically with an extra 5% discount because you're part of my team. Then you will basically have it at probably around 1,050 euros. 1,050 times 5 is 5,250, and the cash out is 5,400 multiplied by 527, right? That's a lot of the money, about 21,000, 22, 21, around that one is going to be the pure profit in a single cycle, and then the second cycle just goes out with another 5 days of trading, which can give you about 50 grand out there. Beautiful, beautiful. For those of you that are going for big accounts, that's where a lot of the money can be made. That's where a lot of the money can be made. Payout rules, it's simple. The minimum payout is, $250, and it goes from there. It's the threshold is considered basically on the closed trades, right? So it's not the end of the day threshold of 5% max loss. It's not by the end of the day. It's based on closed trades during your days, right? So it doesn't matter if you have a losing day or a winning day, it doesn't matter. It's based on closed trades that you have. From that point, as soon as it's the highest, that is where the 5% is going to be counted from. Great. That's with the trailing loss. Standard payout is with 10 days. And there is the fast payout option, which I told you, 24 to 48 hours. But this is an add-on, right? So this add-on can be purchased. It is 110 euros, and there is no discount on that, right? So if you pay 110 per account, not per user. If you have 5 accounts, you have to pay for each 550, for example. You get your money between 24 to 48 hours, and the payouts are done through Rise. This is an add-on they have. Otherwise, simply it's 10 days payouts, and that's the way it works. You can also have an add-on of daily max loss protection situated at 2% for an add-on of 80 euros if you want that, if you think that's helping you and that is something you care about. However, these are the things that everyone should consider at the moment. I'm going to make a video series explaining it step by step, explaining it on strategies by sharing with you all the concepts and everything you need to know. For the moment, for those of you that would like to get started, consider the necessity, very importantly, is the mother of safety of business, diversification. Take your resources from a place, diversify with others that are having advantages, disadvantages, and this is how companies are in the market. If you care about stability, if you care about predictability, if you care about a company that's been around for 11 years and do function with great feedback, great representation, with clear faces that are happy to discuss with you, happy to be present without any issues in terms of payout or anything like that. This is basically Savius comes into a place where there is a lot of bullshit scam going on, and cheap entry prices that are obviously triggering problems. They're not sustainable as business models. Everything that comes in cheap, it attracts you, it fools you, and then it changes the rules suddenly, retroactively, and does all that stuff. No surprise. With those prices, it's impossible to be in any other way, unfortunately, right? So this is where we are, folks. Feel free to sign up, use the affiliate code, get your extra 5%. Let me know any questions in the comments area. Participate in my Discord. Feel free to join us. We have our private Discord of my prop firms that I discuss. This is nothing related just about Savius. This is about Savius and other prop firms I'm discussing, such as Tradeify and many other companies out there. Enjoy, guys. Have a good time. Link is in the description area, in the comments area. We talk to you soon. Take care.